Good evening, folks, and welcome to my kitchen. What are we doing tonight? We're making lasagna. What's the situation? Critical. We got guests in 2 hours. What do? We feed them Johnny BoomBoom's fierce Polish style lasagna. Why is it fierce? Because I'm intense. Why is it Polish style? Because one of my guests, we're using kielbasa because one of my guests is Polish. We try to be accommodating here in my kitchen. She likes Polish sausage so much, why'd she marry a German? I don't know. All I know is that I've got 5 hungry people to feed. Alright, so what do we need to get started? You need your ingredients. First, Polska kielbasa, 1 pound. You need a little black pepper. You need tomato paste. You need tomato sauce. I prefer Prego. You need lasagna noodles. Tonight we're using oven ready. You can get them oven ready because, like I said, the situation is critical. Garlic Tabasco helps bring the fierce. Minced garlic. Basil. Ground basil. 1 onion. Yellow. Parsley. Oregano. Ricotta. Eggs. Am I forgetting anything? I don't know. We'll find out, like I said. Situation critical. First, the most important thing to do before you do anything is to change shirts. Believe me, you'll thank me later when your guests aren't watching you. Clean Prego off the chest of your Sunday best. I recommend a well-worn t-shirt. This is my cooking shirt. This is how I get my cook on. Now that you've got proper cooking attire on, set a burner to high. I prefer to use the back burner. Safer that way. Get a good saucepan going. You don't need that big of a saucepan. Saucepans are expensive. I went to the grocery store today to try and get a bigger saucepan. 25 fucking bucks. I got a 3-quart saucepan. It'll do, believe me. Now that we got the heat on, we want to start cutting our kielbasa up into chunks. If I had a cameraman, I'd pan him over here to show you the size. We need a small slice of kielbasa. You don't want the chunks too big. If you want to subdivide, you can. Not necessary. But sometimes you want to subdivide. Sometimes you want to cut them up into smaller, bitty chunks. Sometimes you just don't have time. Like I said, it can take a while. While you're doing this, you want to take your Prego. The pan should be pretty hot by now. Start putting your Prego into the pan. It's natural for there to be a little bit of sizzling and burning. Believe me. I've been here before. I know what I'm doing. I've made this. Some people tell me that I'm a little unsafe, you know, when you do it that way, but, you know, freedom isn't free. Once you get the sauce in there, you turn the heat down a little. Believe me, you don't want it going on full heat forever. You want to bring it to a bubble. You don't want it going just yet. You continue cutting your kielbasa. Then you take your tomato paste. Sometimes this stuff disgusts me, but you know, it's necessary. The tomato paste is necessary to thicken out the mixture. Believe me, you'll thank me later. Once you got the tomato paste in, out of the can, you're going to have to spoon it out. You spoon it in to the saucepan, right in there with the sauce. And you're going to want to start mixing it together. Really thicken it out. Oh, I like how this is coming together already. Oh, I'm excited. Once you got the paste in there, make sure to stir it in nice and thick. You gotta get it mixed in because it comes out in clumps. No big deal. Just stir. Just stir, 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 stir. Once you've got everything mixed in, now it's time for the... How do you like throwing in a pound of kielbasa in? Oh man, that looks good. Oh, full pound of kielbasa. Nothing better. Oh, no, I want you to see this. If I had a cameraman, you'd have seen this all already, but oh god. Look at this. Look at this. And you can give yourself a present too. Ah, that is good kielbasa. Are you guys as excited as I am? No way it could be. Unlike the kielbasa, you're going to want to cut your onion up into much smaller pieces. You're going to want to dice that shit, okay? You know what I'm talking about? Because you don't want big, huge chunks of onion. You want to chunk an onion like that. The onions are there for flavoring. You aren't supposed to take a bite of lasagna and get a big crunchy onion. Now, none of y'all is mentally handicapped, so I don't have to tell you that you don't want to touch your eyes after handling the onion. Believe me, that is not a myth. I've been there. Now, make sure that you keep the stir on over in the pot. You don't want that boiling over. You want to keep it fresh. You want to keep it fresh, and you want to keep it turned over. Oh boy, this is looking good. This is looking good. Start throwing your onions in. Now that we got all that cutting out of the way, we're going to get to work with our spicing. First, my favorite, the mother of all spices, black pepper. I put it on everything. That's how I eat. Oh yeah. You want to sprinkle liberally. You want to take your minced garlic. Oh, love garlic. I love the smell of garlic. Oh, that's good garlic. Throw some garlic in there, no big deal. Get that flavor. It's essential. Really gives it an Italian quality to kind of balance out the Polish flavor of the kielbasa. Okay. That's out of the way. Let's throw in our basil. Oh, man. Oh, there is nothing better than a little good basil, in my opinion. Really ties things together. Get your basil in there. Stir it in. Oh, this is going to be fun. Finally, the wackiest one of all. Oh, a little oregano for you. Oh, time to go. All right. This thing is simmering. And you're just going to want to let this sauce continue to simmer for, about 10 minutes or so. Make sure you stir. Now we're going to come to my favorite part, the filling.